All right. So today we're going to discuss our review reaction of Suicide Squad. So because I got free passes, I got lucky enough and got hooked up with buying some chicken wings. So I saw this lucky advertisement like, come down and first like 100 customers you can get a pass. So my boy Tripp.
Yep. Brought me along.
We have similar tastes. We like our Geek Squad movies.
Yeah.
So we had to get our reaction because it was fair to say we had our own hesitation.
So we didn't really kind of, weren't too excited, but we were
eager enough.
Eager, I guess. Yeah, exactly.
Very curious.
So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give you guys our thoughts and opinions on the movie.
I liked it better. I definitely liked it better than Batman vs Superman.
Mm-hmm.
That I would definitely give it that. But I feel like the criticisms to the movie are justified. Mm-hmm. It was not a great movie by any means. Still, it was enjoyable enough, but it definitely could have been a lot better. I gave it probably I think I gave it a C.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd give it a C.
Okay.
Like
yeah,
it was passable. I had fun enough.
See, you gave it a passing grade.
I know.
A passing grade. You're being very, very generous with that.
I give it like a C. Like it was enjoyable enough. The humor was there. I felt it definitely could have had more. It could have. I mean, the type of humor that it was going for. It didn't need to be like jokey.
Right.
But the type of humor they did inject in there, they could have used more of that and not shown almost every joke in the trailer.
Right.
All the trailers gave away like the best parts.
Agreed.
Which is my biggest pet peeve. I cannot stand.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think that I personally I was not a fan. I will go ahead and say
I could tell.
Just to set the tone. So there, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, there were things that were pleasant about the movie, but overall, if I had to score it, I wouldn't. It would be a 4 out of 10.
Just below where I.
Just a notch below, like I said, but not a passing grade. I think that's just. I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead because I don't really have much to say for it. Just over.
Yeah. So like something would happen, I'd be like. Looking at him, and he's just like, he's sitting there like
stone faced,
bro.
Stone faced. Yeah.
I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so things that I enjoyed, and then counter off and see what you thought.
For sure.
So I enjoyed, but I'm a big fan of Harley Quinn.
Okay.
So I enjoyed her characterization of it.
Okay.
Margot Robbie. I liked her.
Yeah.
Now there were definitely times I felt like she overdid it.
Okay.
Like the overacting to play up the whole Harley personality.
Right.
But I liked what she did with it.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of used what people are familiar with based on the Batman, the animated series.
Right.
But she kind of did a little bit of her own thing with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked Margot Robbie, and I liked Elements.
Okay. I already know you're talking about. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's why I said Elements.
Right.
Of oh my god, Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Joker. Yeah. Anyway, so no, I got a refresher of The Dark Knight because I wanted to, I know I loved Heath Ledger's Joker, and I wanted to get another okay, now that I've seen Jared Leto, let's go back to what we considered besides Mark Hamill's
what was the
vocal,
standard?
The standard of the Joker was Heath Ledger. So it was not Heath Ledger's performance. It didn't need to be because you can't copy that, but. There was moments I got creeped out, and I think it was the whole scene with him, with his henchman, and he sat in the guy's lap.
Oh yeah.
And,
with Common.
With Common, yeah. So he got in his face and was like, I don't want to say it was. I almost want to be like no homo when he did that because it was he was, but I got it. It was the whole invasion of personal space just to kind of make him
make it uncomfortable. Exactly. Yeah.
But it was very what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Joker. You've got Harley.
What are you doing?
Yeah. So, but that was I think that was my favorite moment. But my thing was they didn't give him much to go with.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what when I initially started doing my own mental review of the movie, I could already hear people saying, oh, well, he wasn't the focus. And, but it gave you enough to gauge overall performance.
Yeah.
You know, he was in it enough. He had enough lines. And that's the thing. I think when I'm thinking about the role, I think that he did a good job. Mm-hmm. I don't think that it was a bad job. I just think what happens is when you look at it gave me a perspective on how fantastic Heath Ledger was as the Joker. Most and definitely. He just hit so many different tones of the Joker. He didn't leave much room for any other actor to take it. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because he hit everything. He was funny, he was scary, he was creepy, he was intimidating. He was gangster in certain elements, you know what I mean?
And
so
he was
it's like
very what's it called? Spontaneous.
Right.
You didn't know what.
Yeah, he'll go from laughing to all of a sudden putting a blade to somebody's mouth, you know, you remind me of my father. You know, it's like what? Like holy shit, you know, it's like damn, like okay, you know, and it's just and then comedic, you know, you think about towards the end, you know, where he approaches Harvey Dent and he's dressed up as the nurse. You know, and he kind of plops down the bed. And hi. Yeah, you know, it's like he just killed it, man. And like I felt bad. I think that anybody first, you have to be a brave soul, like a really brave soul to take on the role. And that alone, I give props to Leto for taking it on. Yeah, and I mean, he was the main reason why I wanted to see this film. I know that Leto's he's a method actor, so I know that he really dives into it. So I was curious. I just wanted to see where he took it. He wasn't disappointing, but there were times in the movie where you felt sometimes it's you're kind of doing the Heath. You look a little bit like and it wasn't his fault. That was just because there was so many.
The bar.
The bar was set suck. You know what I mean? Good luck.
He did what he could, and from what I heard is that they apparently had a lot more footage and a lot more scenes, but they cut it out just like they did with Batman versus Superman. That's been
DC's deal lately, though. It's like Oh, you didn't like the movie? Well, the special edition of Blu-ray, we're gonna add all these deleted scenes and make
the good version first.
Put that version out. You know why wait on the extended edition director's cut Blu-ray? You know, I don't know, man.
I like when they do that when the movie is already good, and then you have the option like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings did that. The movies were great already, but they knew there was more stuff that people probably the general audience wouldn't want to sit through in the theater, but that was still good story, good effects, good acting. And then so it took a great movie and it actually enhanced it, which doesn't happen often. But if you have the material, then that makes sense. But don't cut something down just to meet a time constraint or a idea of what you think the general public wants.
To just continuing the Joker and Leto thing, there was one scene that he did that was very. I thought it was so weird but dope at the same time. It was a flashback scene, I guess, where Harley was sort of doing the interview process, whatever. He's in a straitjacket, and he did this it was a body movement. It wasn't a line, but he did this thing where he kind of looked at her and he kind of did this like creepy smile grin thing, and kind of, you know. And I was like, whoa, like it kind of. I just in that moment, I was like, okay, that was dope. That was your Joker. Positive. I'm gonna give the movie as much praise as I can early on. It might get ugly a little bit. And the reason why I was a positive was because I thought it was going to be a negative going in. So the fact that it wasn't a negative or it wasn't as bad, it turned it into a positive for me, which was Will Smith.
Yeah.
Also part of my opinion. If you remove Will Smith from this movie, it's even worse than it was. Like he was the saving grace for this movie. He was funny. His character was even though they tried to flesh out all the characters, he was the only one that you kind of gravitated towards. You know what I mean?
But again, it's because it's Will Smith.
Right. Exactly.
You know, he's personable. He's likable.
Exactly. You can connect with him, and it just. He would, like I said, if he wasn't in the movie, it was like, oh god, this movie would have been ass.
But again, this problem was just there was so much they were trying to do. They're trying to flesh out everyone's character,
right?
Which I realized it was like 30, 45 minutes of the movie, and we're still backstory. Okay, so but yeah, no, Will Smith was good. I know a lot of the people that were complaining about it said it was because he does hog the scene.
Right.
He takes the limelight. Right. He becomes the focus, and it's not so much Deadshot as it is. Will Smith.
Right.
Which, I'm not going to lie, it kind of is.
Right.
But I didn't mind it personally.
Right.
I didn't mind it.
Right. I didn't mind it at all either. And that was the knock. I was like, man, Deadshot essentially is an assassin. His mask, which they
He
showed
wore for
in the
10
press
seconds.
release. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna save all that. I'm trying to be positive first. I thought that was gonna be a negative. I knew that he did wear a mask, and then I guess they showed during a lot of the press run. He began to wear like a little scouter thing over his eye, a little targeting
to kind of
say, oh, we still want to show Will Smith's face because we're paying him $1 quadrillion to be in the movie. We can't just cover his face up with a white mask.
I wonder if that was his contract. I want my face shown more.
I mean, it could have been. It could have been. Comedy.
I thought it fell short on action. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? Okay.
I thought the action could have been much better. I actually expected a lot more character-specific action, like Harley with her, the bat and the big hammer, which of course that automatically took me to animated series.
I got you.
So I thought they were going to do a lot more, and they did some. I mean, they definitely did some, but I thought they were going to go like each character goes in.
Have their own moment.
Yes, have their crazy big moment, and really the only moment that I remember from the movie was Deadshot's moment, and.
Honestly, it's to be honest, it's Deadshot, Harley Quinn. That's the movie. That's what it's.
I'm
what
actually
it's focused
trying
on.
to pull thoughts from my head on. I hated Boomerang.
Oh, what'd she call them? They're like all these like metahumans. Metahumans. Like the only person
they're gonna kill us because that's probably in the comic.
Yeah, right, exactly. Once again, we're not fanboys. It was the witch who became the villain.
I could not stand her. When she started doing the little hula thing, did you not try to laugh? I was almost going to laugh.
Why are you here?
And she's like, and I'm like,
I can help you all.
I
was like, yo. And why is it that every comic book movie, for whatever reason, the main fucking machine that the villain uses
the
is
halo effect?
Smack dab in the middle of the city with the halo, and it has this gravity pull where everything around it gets sucked to it. That is, yo.
And I was trying to think when that happened.
That.
Yeah, and it was another DC. It was Man of Steel.
Man of Steel did it
with the.
No, the Avengers did it. It was,
yeah.
You see, it's like, dude, it felt so derivative.
It was recycled.
It's like, yo, man, like we feel like we've seen this before, and like I said, this is where the movie falls short. It falls short as a movie. Can I turn that switch off and just sit back and enjoy a movie? Yes, but sometimes when I'm anticipating a movie, that switch just stays on. Yeah, I want more, especially when the expectation is high.
And it was very high for that movie.
Yeah, so just the role. It started 2 years ago. And it was all of this build up, and then to see what they presented. Yeah, it was like
wasn't what
what
I thought it was going to be.
Right, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So, but I feel like I'm rooting for them. But they became almost good guys, especially the scene where Viola Davis, she kills the people in the control room.
She was more of a bad guy.
She was more of a bad. Like,
I mean, but in Justice League, in the comics, all this stuff, she's pretty much a villain.
I got you.
But that was the thing, is like,
but how are you gonna outdo those bad guys?
in their own movies? Yeah,
you know what I mean. When they're at the bar and boo-hooing about their past and
like little moments like that were okay, but really you just want you want to enjoy them being
the bad guys.
And I felt like they were trying to remind you, hey, remember, like Harley, we're the bad guys.
Right.
That's what we do.
Which was like a corny line.
That was really forced.
Yeah, it was very forced. But at the same time, that's my point now. So now what happens is you take this movie and you take this cast and then you put them up against the heroes of this universe. You're gonna be like, you're not gonna feel that same. You know what I mean? Because you're like, wow, we were rooting for them, and they were painted as essentially good guys, or good guys that have to do bad things for whatever their situations are. And then you're gonna. So when Batman comes in and whoops up on somebody, you're gonna be like, "Oh man, he was a good guy though, bro. Like, come on, dude. Yeah." Like,
whereas it was Heath Ledger, just wants to get his dog. You enjoyed the fact that he is just
crazy. Exactly, dude. Once again, we go back to why
Heath Ledger. You can't.
The bar is here. Once again, I only give, if you take on the role of the Joker from this point forward, you are a brave soul. And
be prepared to be criticized.
And be prepared, because he set the bar so ridiculously high. Yeah. And I think the Christopher Nolan Batman movie set the bar extremely high for DC films.
But they're going to do their own thing, and I think it's good that they're trying to do their own thing, but they need to do it better. And I'm hopefully the Justice League and Aquaman movies and we'll see something better. But
hopefully.
Well, that's what we thought.
So yeah, those are our